Fiddle again, folks, welcome back to the channel. This week we're going to be chatting with Phil over at PaintNation, and we're going to go through the design consultation phase of getting a custom lid designed. I have some big apologies to make here. Firstly, I forgot to hit record on the secondary audio recorder, so some of the audio is a bit ropey. I've done what I can to fix that, sorry. And secondly, the main camera tripod, the one that was the overall shot of Phil and I chatting about things, that SD card corrupted, so I lost all the footage from that. We're relying on the secondary camera, which is based down on the desk, so it cuts off some of my head and Phil's head initially. It does get better though, and there's some sterling overhead shots. Care of yours truly. Right folks, hope you enjoy this one. Stick with it. I am amazed by how Phil's brain works. I hope you enjoy this one.
Down in the dirt.
Right then folks, you might remember Phil from the podcast. This is Phil Dranfield?
Whatever you want. Drainsfield, Drainfield.
It's Phil from PaintNation. Phil is very kindly going to be doing a custom paint scheme for the new lid. Now obviously we've gone with a shoey. I'll let you, because you do this in your videos, you do it so well. Oh,
no, you've got to do it, yeah. You've got to do the smell and you haven't, I think.
That new helmet smell.
So you went for the showy? I've
gone for the showy. I've always had showies, and I'm realising as I'm getting a bit older, there's a reason I keep going back to them. They fit me, I like the quality. I've tried and tested them sadly, and they do the job.
Was the price right?
The price.
The price is right.
The price couldn't be beaten. This is what I'm going for. It's one I always have, to be honest, but there's a reason for that. I've gone for the Shoei Hornet ADV. I love the peak on it. I love the massive sort of aperture. You get great field of vision on it. It's good for vlogging as well. I find I get good audio with this. It's nice places where you can hide the mic. So we're going to go for a paint scheme.
Yes.
Over to you.
Well, over to you. What are you thinking? What's your initial thoughts?
I have absolutely no idea.
No pressure. So obviously, if we're going to do something related to a channel, I'm guessing the majority of the shots that you have where your helmet's in it will be a front shot.
Yeah.
So maybe we need to build something in around the chin section.
Yeah. Easiest
thing, if we're doing world stuff, we've got a nice large area at the back here, we can work something into that.
Yeah.
So if we go, I think we could use like a grayscale base with some Union Jack in it. So we get in the red, white, blues with like a gunmetal silver and some black details. Was there any, like, on your journey around the world, I should know because I've watched it.
Of course you have.
But was there any specific landmarks or anything which would tie the helmet to a around the world trip? Obviously you've left London, so you could have like a Big Ben.
Yeah.
And then
the cenotaph was the start and finish point.
Yes. That'll be quite a nice nod if you could do that.
You've got number 10 because of my connection with a diplomatic old bill.
Yeah.
Could we have like is there any way of doing like a tongue-in-cheek to the snap subframe? Because I went through 4 subframes.
Definitely, we can do anything. Because we can hide little details in as well.
Yeah.
So things that only you would see that might be even like a private joke amongst you and your mates, or even you could have like, because you met some people on the journey around the world, and maybe you could like shadow in some of the names of people you met
that'd be awesome. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Okay, I can get you a list of about 800 names. How's that?
I've got 2 adventure helmets that are in my database of templates that I've drawn up.
Yep.
And quite fortunately, one of them, because the 2 that I've done before is the showy near eye, so I've got a showy. So what we can do is just drop that on there.
You've done this before.
Amazing. Actually, normally I would do this on a computer. So this is going back old school. This is really going back to how it.
Back in the day.
Back in the day when I was sketching cars and things.
So is this the sort of customer experience you'd get with anyone that comes to you to
Yeah, but it wouldn't necessarily be face to face. It could be literally just phone calls and emails and sending like. A lot of the time a customer will send you pictures of a helmet that they've seen and go, I like what they've done here.
Yeah.
So it's not necessarily like copy this, it's I like that, I like these colours. Could we have something with a, like you said about the world thing, you could probably find a helmet with a world map on it somewhere and go, I kind of like that, but I don't like where it is, and I don't like the colours. Could we move it around? So there's always that kind of stuff goes on a lot. No pressure.
Onto the what?
You make that look effortless.
Terrible, isn't it?
Are there numbers underneath that?
Can you guess what it is yet?
Oh, I wouldn't say that. That's almost as bad as jingle, jangle, jingle.
So we've got a basic outline of the helmet, obviously there, and then this is your visor, obviously. You got your peak. So we've got quite a lot of intricate shapes around here. That's going to make it hard to build any kind of detail into over the peak section. So I think if we're going to do something on the peak, I think we could build it into this section.
Yeah.
And the peaks on these don't really adjust up and down much, so we could actually have a graphic that ran right through to that back section.
Yeah, I never adjust my peak, so
Yeah. To be honest, a lot of the motocross guys have them full up anyway. And then we've got that vent at the back there, which is going to cause us a little bit of, again, you're not going to be able to put a load of detail through that because of the vents at the back. So we could do something like, you could do like a Union Jack maybe running through off that, which would be quite a cool little...
Liking it, yep.
And then might be that it just goes a bit too far down here, but we can work something in. So you could, Joe, if you were going to do some like, what's Big Ben look like nowadays?
Scaffolding.
Yeah, I was going to say. So you could do like your Big Ben shadowed in, and then have it just overlapping into the Union Jack. So we were talking about having your tags on, weren't we? Which you'd probably maybe have at your Instagram there. I wonder if we could do the world map around the top somewhere, maybe. Was there any statistics off your journey that you could probably feed into it? So many countries, so many days.
Just off the top of my head, 74,000 miles, 54 countries, 442 days.
So what was that? 70? Did you say 74,000 miles?
74,000, yeah.
74,000 miles. So 74,000 miles. How many days?
442.
442?
Yep.
It's a long time, that, Bruce.
I got lost. By the way, folks, do you like my top-down rig here? It's very showbiz.
So you could have like some of your details running. We were talking about names as well, weren't we? I wonder if we could build a road section in. You could almost have it like it was a road running off.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then have this all would be ghosted in, so it wouldn't be. You wouldn't see it from a distance and go, oh, why's he got 442 days written on his helmet? It would all be subtly put into like the detail of the road.
Loving it.
You were saying about the snapped subframe?
Yeah.
So if we made it so like the Union Jack here had a crack in it, so you have like the subframe shape, and then as it came down it broke.
Your mind is amazing.
Would that work?
Yeah.
That'd be kind of funny though.
Yeah, definitely, man.
I think you could almost...
I'm loving that already. And I know it's a squiggle on a bit of paper, but I'm in my head, I'm thinking, oh God, this is going to be amazing.
I'm kind of thinking about how we could make the road the journey around the world, coming to the other side.
What about...
So you could have like maybe the countries starting in England.
Could you like ghost them into the shape of the road or something? I don't know, would that work?
Yeah. I had an idea then. That was it. Because obviously you're doing a lot of miles, you do the Iron Book challenges and things like that. So I'm guessing you do quite a few, especially going up to Scotland, you're riding in the dark and stuff.
Yeah, all sorts, yeah.
So we could probably build into some of the whiter sections of the helmet the reflective type vinyls. So that again, if you're riding at night, it would only really need to be at the back, because obviously you've got your headlights on at the front, you're going to see where you're going. But if a car was coming down the country lane at night, come around the corner, it's not relying on just your jacket and the bike to see you. You're gonna, because especially if you've got like a hump in the road, the first thing that's going to become visible is the helmet at the top. So we could have some like reflective details in there, and then that kind of just leaves us with what to do nearer the top. So if this is your world travel section down here, I wonder if we do the top more teapot.
Yeah. Well,
that was obviously the start of it all.
Yeah.
And this could be where it is or where it's going. And
What am I now though? Don't call me an influencer.
I feel quite influenced sometimes watching your channel. Makes me want to ride around the world.
Well, that's what I want. Yeah, definitely.
So you're an influencer?
No, but influencers are people that do that, don't they?
Well, you got
The trout pout.
They can't do one selfie. It's got to be 10 selfies and pick the best one. I mean, obviously you've got the Union Jack. Do you want anything to do with your Scottish roots as well? Would you want a Scottish flag in that?
For me, like, I'm fiercely proud of being Scottish, but the Union flag encompasses. It's got everything in it. It's the whole point of it, isn't it? So if you want to put a thistle in the background somewhere, feel free.
I tell you what, I could do a nice thistle.
Yeah, that would be nice.
With some like iridium purple, so the actual thistle was a bit pops.
Yeah, I'd love that.
That would look quite cool. I like that. I like that idea.
We've still got the live your life thing.
Yes, which is the now, isn't it? Because although that kicked everything off, that is like your message to everyone who watches. Is like,
what I live by now.
Go and do it. Don't talk about it. Don't just talk about it. Do it.
Get off your arse and get it done.
Live your life. I think we need that live your life quite bold across the side here.
Yeah, so it can be seen on that cockpit camera.
Yeah, so we'll do the Instagrammer tag.
I need to do the
under there. And then live your life. Could run in a ring, because we've got a bit of space there.
You said ring.
Well, the round the world ring, didn't it? Have that running round, and I think we could do that in a nice royal blue. Would look quite good, because you could then have the blue and the white, kind of like the Scottish colours.
Yeah.
But then with the Union Jack, and then you go around the world trip with your details, and then we're gonna have like the thistle top.
Oh, like a thistle on there.
Well, this could be. See, the thistle could be slightly 3D, with this being the actual stone part, and then that being the top. Be a little bit Mackenzie-esque, because he likes the thistles on the top, but this would be more.
We've got similar taste.
This would be this would be the like a true life image of it, rather than like a flat colour, a single colour thistle. Awesome. You could do 3, or do like the leaves coming off the side. These would work for leaves, wouldn't they?
Yeah, they would. Yeah.
So like a metallic with a candy on top, so it sparkles, with a nice iridium purple top to the thistle. Wow. Drop shadow it so it looks like it's popping anyway off the lid. I think that could look pretty amazing.
So that's a conceptual design. See how fluid that was, folks. What's the next process?
So next process is take our rough design and then turn it into a digital image. And then that will go off to you to be approved. Right. And if you like everything that's on it, then it's straight into painting.
Timescale wise, what are we talking?
It takes a while to do. So don't expect to get a helmet, say in February, and be riding all summer long in it. Yeah. It can take a while. There's a lot of really good helmet painters in the UK, and all the best that I know of, you're not going to get anything quick. Right. So the longer the waiting list, the better the painter is.
So next season. Awesome.
I think we need to do some kind of a big handover with this.
Oh, definitely. Yeah. Definitely, yeah. I've got to be with you when we do the handover. Oh, man. What? I wasn't recording. I am so excited about this. I can't tell you how much I'm looking forward to seeing this final design. It was awesome just to see how Phil's creativity is literally oozing out onto the paper there. It's just nuts. I'm in awe of people who are as creative as that. Anyway, cannot wait to see it. Part 3 will be coming, I don't know when, but part 3 will be the unveiling. Stick around, can't wait for you to see that. All right, folks, hope you enjoyed this one. Keep doing your thing, keep looking after those that you love, keep getting on out there whenever you can, and live your life. Woo-ha!